Hello.
I'm on the wrong side of now. I was like, all right, I gotta sit on the other side today. Ooh.
We can switch sides if you really want to.
No. I'd rather just be awkward. It's funnier.
Anyways, hi.
Hi. It's Herpetology of the Apocalypse. I'm Dee.
I'm Ray. And today we're starting a bit later than usual. Not majorly, just so if there's going to be a lighting change, that's why.
No. Yeah, I guess I'm like, why are we?
Because I'm trying to think of things that we were doing that might be important.
Okay, so honestly, I really want to jump ahead to talk about Sweet Bro and Helijaf, but let's not, okay, because it will wait. Yes, okay, but I have things to say about it. Anyway, stuff that happened this week that was not actually in Homestuck, but is kind of adjacent. We finished Hostile Dimensions, the movie, finally, after kind of nagging about it on the last show. It took a long time for us to get through the movie because we kept turning it off because it was too suspense-filled.
Yeah.
Like, it...
we can't say much without giving spoilers, and we don't want to give spoilers because we really like it.
We really liked it, but there's so many unknown things and so many unknowable things in there that it actually got me to thinking about building another trope for TV tropes. Like, I've never built a trope for TV tropes, but I want to build one. And I want it to be secretly in hell, ? And it's not about finding out the character, like The Good Place. Yes, they're secretly in hell, and then you find out, and then the rest of the story happens. It's about going that moment where the characters and the viewers are going, is this secretly hell? And like, the longer you can keep from resolving it, the better. But I think this was a secretly in hell story. Yeah, there were explanations of a sort that didn't really resolve that question at all. And I think that was like, the ending was so weird and so like, it was all set up and I was so not ready for it, and we got to the end and we're like, what? and now stepping back from it for like a week, I'm able to go, okay, I can't see any other way to have ended that, and sure.
Yeah.
And I think like they're so far right now. I don't know how this is going to go out, but the section that we're in right now, I feel like with the house that's over the abyss and it's on its own little cliff, I'm like, are they secretly in hell? I don't think so, because I don't think that's the way this goes. But this is that moment where you're like, it's a pocket dimension. Looks like they're trapped there forever. They kind of can talk to the world of the living, if you will, but I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, I kind of went down the rabbit hole in that, and so now everything has to be viewed through that lens.
Wow.
As one does. When you get a new obsession, it has to be hacked to death. I also went down the backrooms rabbit hole.
Yeah. As I know, you guys are in the mystery.
There is in May the Ken Parsons /Pixels. Kane, not Ken. God. Kane Parsons /Kane Pixels. There we go. A movie is coming out in May, and I was looking at it and going, do I want to go to that? Do I want to go to that? I should probably, do as one does and like go down a rabbit hole. So I went down the rabbit hole, and I think now the answer is no. But I would love to watch it eventually.
Yes. So like DVD stuff.
Or yeah, on the streaming when that is available. Yes. And you can hit pause and like get up and walk away,
or be like, wait, did we see that? Let's go back a few seconds again. We do that a lot. I'm also going to eventually finagle D into watching Iron Lung with me when eventually that comes out for streaming.
I think it's going to be soon.
I hope so.
Okay. I mean, we should check after we get done today, because what if?
What if? I keep an eye on it and I'm not seeing anything for me, but maybe you'll have better, because you have a better eyesight for this.
So the great evil overlords are apparently spying on you, because I'm not looking it up, but it shows up in like my scrolling feed. I'm like, there's the dude who looks like a red candle, melted red candle. All he needs is a little wick on top of his head. And
did we even watch the trailer together?
No.
Okay.
No. I think it's because like we're both here, and therefore, the evil empire is spying on you through your phone, and then transferring the results of the spying over to my phone and saying, you could use some ads. Just saying. As if you won't drag me into this regardless of what I say. I'm really looking forward to it. I think
the backroom one?
Backroom.
Yes. Okay.
The Iron one, I'm not sure whether I can look forward to it or not. Like, all right, so Backrooms, I don't know if I'll enjoy it or not. I rather think I will not. I don't think I'll unenjoy it or disenjoy it or hate it or dislike it. I just don't think it'll be something that one can enjoy or not enjoy. I think it will be fascinating and inspiring, and not necessarily something that I walk out going, how refreshing.
No, not refreshing. Definitely not.
No. Yeah. There's so many times that I'm like, I'm trying to explain this to people and going, so there are no jump scares. And they're like, is it boring? No. Who are the characters? Doesn't matter. Okay, so what's the setting like? Good question. Are they secretly in hell? Probably not. It's a bit too sci-fi flavored for that. We'll see.
No secretly a hell in sci-fi?
Yeah, apparently. Okay, so apparently, I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream was one of the influences on this. And this is one of the influences on Severance. So I think possibly there might be a connection. I don't know. It's all a conspiracy theory until somebody confirms it. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to it, and of course that is contributing to my Secretly in Hell stuff. What else? Oh yeah, we're talking about, for the two of us together, like our container entity is Crow and Pumpkin, and we're gonna talk to somebody about setting up a website for it, because it's going to be like the hub website for all the other websites. Yeah.
So it's not going to suddenly replace the Herpetology website or anything. It's just going to be containing it.
And so, like, generally the idea is to come up with a dollhouse, and then like the different rooms will be different things. Like there'll be a Herpetology room, there'll be a Wonderland Press room, there'll be a room for race games, stuff like that.
Yeah. So we've been looking at lots of dollhouse stuff recently.
Dollhouse stuff, yep. And of course, a lot of the dollhouse stuff that I've been looking up, which I'm not going to refer to here because I haven't really selected the best of the best yet.
Okay.
A lot of that is Secretly in Hell.
I recommended IB, the RPG horror game, and I think that's also going to end up in that category when eventually I finagle you into playing that with me. Do you want to do that tonight?
Sure. Well, given other things that are happening tonight, maybe not. But
right, there's eventually
we may be dragging someone else to the end of Chainsaw Man. One hopes. Anyway,
kidnap him for Ib. I don't know how well that's gonna go. We can try.
Look, one thing at a time. And oof, I might have to get a glass of water. Ray has also been working on weird coffee drinks this week, and what I've been sipping on is a coffee and then kind of like a whipped cream topping with salt and sugar.
Salt, sugar, those weird chocolate tablet things that I thought you're only supposed to do one in there, but you're like, no, you're supposed to put the whole thing into there. And I was like, oh, Abuelita. I don't think this is Abuelita,
brand, but that's it's like the yellow hexagon box.
Yeah,
it's a weirdly shaped box with yellow hexagon, and it has a grandmother on top. But we have the off brand of that. And Ray was trying to make something with it the other day and was like being modest about it. I'm like, it's $3. Just take the whole thing and dump it in there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so lesson has been learned.
Now. It's quite delicious, but there's a lot of spices in there, so I might have to get up and get some water. Yeah, because Grandma loves cinnamon. Anyway,
additional thing. The Kirby is missing. Kirby is not dead.
Kirby's not dead. We're putting up a cork board just like in the illustration.
Yes, the header. We're going to be putting up cork board. Kirby will be going on to there as well as other things that we've drawn, including like. Do you want to do? I should have asked that. I'll ask that later.
Just do it now.
Okay. Hey, do you want to make a copy of your Harlequin drawing, or do you want it to be the directly drawing on there?
Well, it's in my journal, so I don't want to like cut up my journal. So it's going to be a copy.
Okay.
All
right. We will figure that out later.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we should put that onto the cork board.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
There's jokes involving that later.
Ray is more dedicated as an artist, but I occasionally will sketch things, and I went through and I was like, oh, I need to do something. Journal, markers, journals left markers, and looked up a Harlequin, and it came out looking like Batman. I am Batman. And so now I'm like, is Batman a jester? All he needs is the little bells on his hat.
I'm sure there's already some kind of comic out there that makes him into a jester of some kind.
If not, there should be.
Like I know there's the Jokerified Batman, and that he like has a weird creepy smile on him, I think, but that's not necessarily Harlequin specific. It's just
true
evil looking one.
I got a number of people when I send it to my close friends. I got a number of people go, "Oh, look, it's Crowman," or that looks like you smashed the Batman and Joker together. And I don't know that I actually approve of this. And I'm like, this was 20 minutes with markers.
Like you sent that picture to me, and in the morning I texted her back a response of an image of Batman's origin, where a bat's flying through the window and scaring Batman. He's like, "Oh yes, a bat! It will be a bat that it will be for Batman and stuff." And they replaced it with John Egbert's Harlequin that was flying into the clouds and stuff.
Okay, that makes me way more sense now. I just thought it was funny. I didn't realize this is how Batman actually got his origin story, because this is where the falling object came from that terrified him. So yes, that is funnier than the what I was just like,
sure.
You should post that to the website.
I was planning to. I thought you got the joke, and I was like, oh
no,
yes, it's fine.
I just thought it was funny all by itself.
Well, I have to clean it up a bit. It's got some of the remains of cloud dustings around it from when it was falling into the depths of beyond of hell, I guess. But anyways, that'll be up there later.
I think you can just leave it.
Okay.
I really do.
All right, then it'll be up there. Hey, we're a bunch of dorks. Welcome to Herpetology of the Apocalypse. Anything else you want to say?
No, I want to get started now, but thank you. Thank you for indulging me. I have notes for things to talk about before we talk about the real stuff.
Okay. My first starting point is on 2167. You?
Same.
Okay. You or me?
I don't care.
Fight to the death.
Don't fight to the death. Fight to the squeak. You go first.
I'm so sorry. So, we're looking at the PDA of John's dad that John has stolen and is just carrying around, and he's currently on the page for his dad's friends and stuff. All the time zones are now set as question mark, semicolon, or no, colon, question mark. So the messages are from pre-meteor time as well. And I was like, well, it's kind of like not necessarily that they had here's the time and then suddenly it switched when he came over to this whole new zone that he's now suddenly into the question mark. It's just every time has been erased for him. Like he's completely out of time now because of the whole switch over and stuff.
I don't know that I can agree with that.
Oh, okay.
If he's having like Rose is still over in the quote unquote real world,
mm-hmm.
and so is TG. I forget his actual name. And Gigi. Mm-hmm. Like all of them have not yet been connected via client server to Sburb.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having linear conversations in order. So presumably time is still happening.
Okay.
So the question mark, I don't know that that means anything or doesn't mean anything, but it doesn't mean that they're completely out of time because they're still moving linearly through time parallel to Earth.
Okay. I'm still going to say that there's something weird going on with time either way.
I'll go with that. Yeah. I just don't think it's what you said.
Fair enough. In my notes, I was comparing it to like how in game servers, you switch over maybe to a different loading zone, but you still have messages from before or something. It doesn't quite compute. It doesn't understand that the times have changed and stuff. It's just a whole new loading. It's keeping it over maybe.
I don't know, but I do like the idea of like being in a different instance.
Yeah, we'd talked about this before, and I'm still keeping that wholly in my brain about this whole thing of like Spurb putting you into different instances and stuff. Like you were the one who brought it up, and I was like, "Wait,
I don't remember that at all."
Yeah, that's fine.
ADHD. Oh yes, memories record irregularly.
Anyways, wanted to mention that. Also wanted to talk about how the character well-pressed attire is completely jealous of John's dad's pipe collection. And it's like, but wait, we're doing all of these kind of things about this, but what about his pipe collection kind of thing? And I was like, you know what? That's fair enough. These can get into the thousands for prices. As I was looking that up, and I was like,
"It's the end of the world as we know it."
Yeah, like
it's the end of the world as we know it.
In Zombieland, we see them going hella over
end of the world
stuff.
As we know it. And so I want pie.
So that's where you're going with that, you butthead.
It's fine.
Anyways. There was that, but they finally also wanted to note that John's dad's friends probably will not be hearing from John's dad again, at least for a while, and they're just like, I don't know if he's dead. There's a high possibility he's dead and stuff. And just was like, damn,
man. I think I said some of the same stuff that you said about time, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, basically. Fedora Freak says his hats have been removed from danger after a neighboring house was struck by a flaming projectile. So whatever reality the dad's friends are in are ones where the meteors are falling. And presumably turning the air to glass. Who knows?
Oh, God.
All right. I didn't have anything else to say there. My next thing is years in the future, but not many.
Yeah, I have that too.
Okay, I'm going to go on this one. Well, unless you want to go.
No, have at it.
Okay. We're back in the desert. The lid marked with the Skynet logo that we saw the last time we did years in the future, blah, blah, blah. It's open, revealing an underground bunker.
Side note, it's not really Skynet, it's the Spirograph that is the logo for Sburb. semi-logo for Spurb.
Everywhere I'm seeing it, it says a Skynet logo.
Yeah.
So online, people are saying Skynet logo. So we should probably look that up later and make sure. Oh, net. Okay. No,
come back over here.
I will grab the pen.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so he's there's some golden sand that's been brought down into the bunker with him, and he's checking a thing on the wall with big pipes on it. And more on that. The first thing, like illogically, the first thing I noticed about the thing on the wall is that it had pipes going into it and looked just kind of like this, without being the right colors. It looked the same way that the underground layer in Invader Zim looks like.
Oh, okay.
Because it's those big fat pipes running everywhere, and they're like all over the place, and they all like it's not cable. It's just these weird pipes.
Yeah, like it isn't 1-to-1, obviously, but
no. But then I went back and I was like, so when was Invader Zim? Invader Zim was 2001. Okay, so Invader Zim is earlier. Well, the animation is earlier, and then like Jonan Vasquez's graphic novels were earlier than that. So it's, I mean, who wouldn't be influenced by Jonan Vasquez's Invader Zim crap and I forget, Johnny the homicidal maniac.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
certainly not someone who would create Homestuck.
Right? Like, hey, let's just we just need to keep this wall painted with blood. Wow. No reason. So anyway, the thing in the underground bunker that has all the pipes going into it is an Sburb logo, and one of the squares turns into a TV screen showing John Egbert, and I went, the Sburb logo is a dollhouse. Yeah, we've been talking about dollhouses, and everything is dollhouses, but this clearly is not just me going, hey, I'm just going to enforce, all of the tropes on everything just because I have a new trope. I'm like, no, that's a dollhouse. Being used exactly the same way we would use it.
And like, there's the whole home. It's Homestuck. Of course, they would do home places, so like dollhouses and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Duh. And like, they don't feel like they're being played with. No, they're being played with. That's the whole point of the servers, is you're playing with dolls. Okay. The person who is wrapped up in the bandages, who has gone down into this bunker in the future, types, "You there, boy."
Boy.
Boy. And the message goes to John Egbert in the past. Aha, there's time. There's more time shit going on. And I went, oh, this is the user of the game Sburb, at least as far as those inputs go. We still don't know who the narrator is, but we know who the user is. Also, I noticed the enter key on, well, not the enter key, like there's a key, a very large key on the right-hand side of the keyboard that is == greater than, which is the same as the prompt at the bottom of the screens. And you know what it looks like? It looks like the Sburb logo turned on its side.
That's okay. I will take your word for that.
Yeah, you'll like, here's the house. It's got a top, and it's got floor number 1 and floor number 2. Turn it on the side, equal.
This is the whole looking at things and seeing loss again. Oh.
So that's what I have for that.
I'm sure there's a coding thing that involves that specific equal. Like, I'll double check and stuff, okay. But I'm pretty sure there's a coding thing for that. All right. I may be hallucinating, though. I don't know at this point.
I don't know.
We will see.
Anyway, from this point forward, everything I read, I was like, can you ever just shut up, Mr. Guy wrapped up in bandages from the future? Apparently not. All right.
So wanted to make a note on the URL specifically for this whole shenanigans with the Wayward Vagabond.
Okay.
The URL is https homestuck.com/waywardvagabond/ an unsealed tunnel / in Problem Sleuth, when they did asides like this, they did it specifically numbered and stuff. You saw that with the choose your own adventure thing, where yeah, and this is like named and stuff, so it's kind of like it's not technically mixed in with the story, but alongside it. And I think I'm going to say that's something I'm going to keep a note on for myself and will probably not be noteworthy to you until later.
Okay. Neat. All right. I'm good.
Okay. Okay, my next thing is 2172.
Ditto. Your turn.
I wondered how fast Rose can type to get out an entire walkthrough this fast in the midst of the apocalypse. I don't know if you would be able to go that fast.
I'm a very fast, loud typer. Yes,
that's fair.
I'm still not convinced that Rose is uninvolved in all of this. I may be just coming up with stuff out of my butt, but she just like Rose, you know too much.
I am neither confirming nor denying any cool things you say.
You're really good at that. Like we're watching something and you've seen it before, and I'm like, I think it's this, and you're like, no comment. And I'm like, does that mean I'm right or I'm wrong? It just means that I'm completely off base a lot of the time. Anyway,
it means I am trying really hard not to laugh at you right now.
I believe it.
Okay. What was your note for that?
Back to Rose's walkthrough. She describes how to use everything, what it's called, and what to do if your Cruxtruder is ticking. We don't get to see what actually you're supposed to do, but she gives the warning, okay, you're in a schedule now, you have to do things right now or you're going to die. And then on the next panel, she's staring at the destruction that's going on around her like this. Like, I see that eyebrow. It's proof, I tell you, proof. That was it.
Oh God, what's that TV show?
Okay.
Psych! You're psych right now. You're doing the pretending to be a psychic and
really just reading body language.
Yes.
Yes. Side note, I know how to read tarot cards, and I do that all the time. Also, we've established that time. I didn't mention this at the time. We established with the not too many years in the future, the Wayward Vagabond, that time travel is possible and indeed perhaps necessary part of this whole establishment. Because the Vagabond's a few years in the future, not too many, but his comments affect John now.
Yes. Okay.
So we know that time travel is an option. So that's like, are you doing the necessary evil? Anyway.
I'm going to be quiet on that either way. At 2173. You?
5.
Okay. My turn. So Rose is making a comment about how even the rain is not taking down the giant forest fire that's going on around her house. So if you've ever lived near Colorado, California, or Canada, being the lower parts of Canada, like lower part of Alberta and Saskatchewan specifically, I think, they've had lots of forest fires. And you'll know that like the fires aren't always stopped by rain or anything in real life and stuff. So it isn't like, oh, this is evil, mysterious fire. No, it just happens like that in real life.
Yeah, it's like the insides of the trees catch fire, burn inward.
Yeah.
And then burn for days with no evidence outside other than some slight haze in the air from heat waves.
Yeah.
It's really creepy looking.
Yes. It's especially true if you've got like bugs that will just eat the inside of the trees. Like Colorado had those especially.
Pine beetles.
Yeah. And I think she lives near Pine Trees-ish. I
Who
can't...
does?
Rose.
She's out on the East Coast somewhere.
Yeah.
Because she's got a time difference.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Anyways, point being, trees, it's not impossible. Was looking things up for the whole fire thing, and I found out that Smokey the Bear is retired and has been replaced by a mascot called Ember the Fox. They retired Smokey the Bear, like actually retired Smokey the Bear at age 78 because they wanted to stop the whole only you can prevent forest fires and change the narrative to sometimes forest fires are just going to happen and that's occasionally good for the environment kind of thing. Like the whole cycle of rebirth kind of thing.
Oh, so like Smokey the Fox is sort of like a
Ember
phoenix.
the Fox.
Amber the Fox is like a phoenix of foxness.
Kind of. I've got a picture of her.
Okay. Yeah, right.
She looks like a electric type fox.
She looks like Yellow Power Ranger with a fox head on top. That's what she looks like.
I don't think you guys are gonna see her. I'm gonna be honest here. She's too yellow for this. It'll be on the site. I guess if you want to see her, you can even look it up yourself.
She's so bright, she blows out the camera.
Anyways, that was a huge shock, and I went like, "What?" for a while there. So, oh, she was designed in Canada, by the way.
Big fans of Power Rangers out there, aren't they?
Guess so. I'm not looking that up. Good luck. We'll just headcanon it or something.
Okay. I have no idea.
Anyways, my next thing now is 2176. You?
75.
Okay.
I am back on my Rose bullshit. The desert guy prompts Rose to prototype the sprite with Betty Crocker, the Betty Crocker box.
Mm-hmm.
But it keeps dancing out of the way. But Rose doesn't have any questions about what prototyping the sprite with the Betty Crocker box means, even though she's never done it before, or why she should do that. And we know she's perfectly able to resist instructions. So that was it.
Okay. I wanted to note that the sprite itself is able to choose its own actions, once again leading back to the whole free will thing that we keep seeing. And is directly going against characters' actions in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to note I have on 2180, I'm sorry, I'm skipping a little ahead just to say this, the sprite even physically flees the panel of the comic itself to get out of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That was all.
Okay. My next thing is 81.
Okay.
So I think that's on you.
Well, I have the 2080 I just said, as well as it's a good thing that John got out of the way of the giant book, because it really could have just killed him. Especially if Rose lost connection again. And then the story would end, and we'd be like, oh no. Well, bye.
Okay, so, total side note.
Mm-hmm.
I have this theory. I think I've talked to you this before, but I'm going to say it for the camera. That every story is a multiverse. And stories only exist in a multiverse. That's why things coincidentally go right or wrong. Mm-hmm. Because you only get to read the story in which the events happened that were necessary to finish the story. All the other versions, the ones where John gets wiped out way too early, they never got published, so you didn't read them. So it's a multiverse of stories. Anyway, my 2181, I was also vastly amused that dropping the Sassacre text made the whole house shake. And that tips over Nana's ashes onto the Sprite, and then Sprite gets prototyped. So Sassacre is the indirect cause of the Sprite being prototyped with Nana, by the way. Also, it's the instruction says investigate Hag Ash incident, and I kept reading that as #incident. Like, I would.
Good job, Wayward Vagabond. You know your Instagram hashtags.
There was some back and forth through this section, and I kept forward, back. I'm like, every time, like, hashtag incident. No, there is no hashtag incident. Or there is not yet a hashtag incident. Who knows? There will probably be some sort of idiotic hashtag incident at some point.
I mean, it is Homestuck.
Why would you not have a hashtag incident?
Anyway. I don't think the whole big hashtag thing was happening around this time. I think it was other things, but not specifically making fun of hashtag uses at this time. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like later on, because it was 7 years, it'll come up eventually, I'm sure. But
true.
It's just not hashtag right now.
Hashtag not yet.
Hashtag. Oops.
Hashtag not all hashtags. Okay, 2182. Moving on.
I got 2183.
Okay. 2182. We see the Cruxtruder, which has a Skynet logo on the round cover, or whatever the Spirograph thing is. That we'll look that up later. Much like the one in the desert. I'm gonna wait till you're done drinking.
Because I'm gonna do a spit take or something?
No, because you might be like, I'm gonna posit, which is like, I'm gonna say this is so just for the sake of seeing whether it is so or not.
Okay.
That the inside of the small Cruxtruder is the same as the inside of the big thing the desert guy climbs into. I'm gonna say they are essentially the same thing. Because there's an underground bunker, and the Cruxtruder, for no reason whatsoever, has a very small tunnel that goes down into a larger area. All right.
I will once again not say anything.
Okay. I'm going to say that the big thing is also some sort of Cruxtruder, and that whatever process is going into Cruxtruding is the same process being done by the desert guy, more or less. So the same thing is going on. It just is. It's different, but kind of the same type of process.
Okay.
And that's just me laying that down as a prediction for later.
Okay.
To be proven wrong, to be proven right, to be proven completely irrelevant. Anyway, that was it for that.
Okay. I got 2183.
Yep.
Okay. So Rose is trying to lift the Cruxtruder, and is unable to do so because she doesn't have enough build grist. But she had enough to be able to do things like lift the bathtub that was already taken out of the floor and just laying in front of the hallway in front of John. She could do that pretty damn easily. I'm pretty sure without using any build grist, because she was just moving things the same way that she moved the Colonel Sessakers without any build grist. So I posit that the Cruxtruder is not technically an item the same way those things are. I am saying that it is part of the building itself in a way, like it's rooted into it. The same way that you need to expand the flooring or change the room sizing or something. It has literally become part of the building itself.
Okay, because it did not cost anything to move the car.
Mm-hmm.
It cost something to build the walkway.
Mm-hmm.
It cost something to move the tub. It did not cost something to move the book. Okay, I'll go with that.
So I'm saying there's some weird, creepy shenanigans going on with those machines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so so you can't move a player character at all.
Mm-hmm.
You can move other objects with no cost. You can't move parts of the house with no cost. The game is about a Sburb, about a suburb. So the game is about buildings themselves. So it would make sense if it costs something to move the building, because the building is real. Or the building, You remember the long sequence when Sburb was booting up and they were
the tips that aren't actually what you usually see for tips.
No. Like rewiring the spongles or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, so that part. I think you're right. I think you're onto something. I think the engine of reality in this game is driven by places and not necessarily people or objects. So like if you mess with a place, you're messing with reality itself.
I agree.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something that's important story-wise, but I agree.
I'm like, I think it's not necessarily that it's important for the plot, but like directly for the plot, but as we've seen, Andrew Hussey loves rules taken to extremes. So I think we should watch for
Stuff like that. Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Like if somebody's like, "Hey, I'm gonna cook on this oven," then all of a sudden ovens become magical or some shit like that.
Okay.
Okay.
My next thing is 2185.
2187.
Okay. I just wanted to say that the sprite is now doing whack-a-mole strats against John just to mess with him. Like the whole popping up behind him, disappear, popping up behind him, disappear. I just was like, you butthead. Like I knew this was gonna happen, but I'm still just, you butthead. Anyways, next thing, 2187.
2187. Is it Tech Table God or Turntable God?
Turn Tech Godhead.
Turn Tech Godhead. He starts rhyming. In this page, it's referring to the movie Armageddon, Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis. I'm not sure why. Maybe you can answer this. He starts switching out R's for L's, and it kind of like a cheesy, racist. Here's an Oriental accent or something like that. Is there any purpose to that TV? You know,
no,
or is it just like I'm going to degrade some meaning here?
Degrade some meaning, I think. Yeah, no, it's a white guy.
Okay, TG is like, I have not yet been enough of a dumbass today. Okay,
that's probably what you're going to find mostly with him for a lot of how he speaks.
Okay, got it.
Anything else you wanted to note for that?
Nope.
Okay. So this was on Tuesday at 3 a.m. me looking things up because I had woken up in the middle of the night. Was like, oh sure, I'll go ahead and do some Homestuck stuff.
As you do.
Yes. And I looked at the Ben Affleck mention, and I was like, who's this Bruce guy? Wait, Bruce Willis. Okay, but then what does Ben Affleck have to do? Oh wait, I'm thinking of Ben Stiller, the guy from Night at the Museum. So I had the giant.
I did that too. I was like, why is he talking about Ben Stiller?
Because we've been seeing a lot of him inside Problem Sleuth, and I was like, what's he doing here, man? I guess we've seen Snoop Dogg, but dude, yeah, we've seen Snoop Dogg later in Turn Tech Godhead's room, but that's me giving too far ahead stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry. But point being, I confused the two of them and went, I think I need to go to bed now. So came back and was like, oh, hey, this is where Dave is talking about Obama. I think that was something I wanted to note earlier, and I don't remember the exact reason why. I'll have to double check back later and stuff. Just was like, wait, Obama mentioned and stuff. And I was like, that is a weird sentence for me to be talking about here. And that's all I got on that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else. 2190, I think we talked about all of the stuff that I had on there about the moving the car business.
Yeah. I got it, 2190.
Go for it.
I said, insert the There She Goes song here. Specifically because the car is crashing down into the abyss, as you do. Yeah, that was mostly my thing I wanted to know. It was important, okay?
You're a dumbass.
Yeah, you know this.
Okay. The next thing I have is 2193, but that's just a brief mention about Gigi.
I have a brief mention on 2194 to say horse mention.
This is 2194. TG is talks more about Black president stuff, and I think he's specifically talking about Morgan Freeman being president on here.
Yeah, he said free manification for like ramification or something like that, and I went, yes, Mr. Freeman. I was thinking about Half-Life at the time and not Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
My next thing is at 2197.
I stopped at my last note that I was able to get in before we started was 2194. And I stopped there. And I went, no, I really want to go further, but I'm running out of time.
Okay, well then we are stopping here, so we cannot do any more shenanigans. I am having a this is like a small amount of for me to look up things, and most of them I'm not going to even be putting inside of I have 3 things to look up, and only one of these I am not going to be putting into the description later. I will not be telling you to it. It's a spoiler thing.
Oh, okay.
Anything you want to say otherwise?
No, I spent an inordinate amount of time going through Sweet Bro and just like trying to explain what was going on. And I finally found something good, and I'm like, oh, I want to get there. I want to talk about that. So next time.
Yep, it'll have to be next time.
Yep. I also ran into, and I had not even known this was a thing, the beat goes on.
And the beat goes on.
Which is the rap battle one. And I pulled that up, and once again I was like, so this is the same guy, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff and the beat goes on. And like they couldn't be more, well, no, I guess they could be more different, but I can't conceive of how more different they could be, like just visually at a glance.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to ask you anymore on that because I'm not on Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Okay. Have you looked at And the Beat Goes On, or is that just?
No, that's you.
That's me down the side room. Okay.
Well, like I said, I didn't get to Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Well, maybe I should have gotten more further ahead too.
I know. It's my turn to be like, can we go further? No, it's not. Because I've done it to you before.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I deserve. Not what I like, not what I want, but what I deserve.
Sure, we'll say that. Thanks for joining us for these shenanigans. Bye.
Until next time.
Till next time.